हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू फिजिक्स वाला गेट वाला। कैसे हैं आप लोग? सो आई होप योर प्रिपरेशन इज गोइंग एब्सोल्युटली फाइन, एंड टुडे वी आर हियर टू लर्न द सब्जेक्ट थर्मोडायनेमिक्स. सो आई होप, just a minute please. Okay, so please confirm once that whether audio video everything is fine or not. Just a minute. Now everything is fine. Okay, so shall we start, right? So this is the very first lecture. This is the very first lecture of basic thermodynamics. So today we are going to cover few of the basic concepts which are required to learn the subject, right? Like what is system, what is thermodynamics, how to study it, what is a condition to study the basic thermodynamics. Then after that we'll discuss what is system, surrounding, boundaries, correct? And then on the basis of few parameter we will classify the system, surrounding as well as boundary also. Then we'll talk about thermodynamic properties, correct? So before starting, I just want to know that if you can hear me or if you can watch me properly, audio video everything is fine. So just let me know in the chat box so that we can start, we can continue. Shall we start? Everything is fine? Everything is fine? Right, everything is fine. Perfect. Okay, so let's start, right? Let's start the topic. So today we are going to basically discuss the introduction part. Like we are going to introduce what is thermodynamics all about, then what is the importance of thermodynamics, and the very important that how to study thermodynamics. So this is the today's agenda. So whenever we are going to study the subject thermodynamics, then two aspects are coming. One is the microscopic viewpoint, another one is macroscopic viewpoint. So basically we choose macroscopic viewpoint for our studies, right? And to apply macroscopic viewpoint, one very basic condition is required, that is called as concept of continuum, right? So basically today we'll try to complete this introduction part, right? Tomorrow we'll discuss about the concept of continuum. Then third lecture on this one will going to be like system, surrounding and boundary. Then fourth will be thermodynamic properties. This is the first set of lectures, and after that we will discuss the ideal gas properties, zeroth law of thermodynamics, right? Very good evening, beta. Right, so let's start, right? Let's start one by one. So what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics, the word thermodynamics is composed of two words. One is therm, another one is dynamics. Therm means what? Therm is a Greek word basically, right? Therm is a Greek word which means heat, and dynamics, you all know, dynamic means motion, right? Dynamic means motion. So the first thing that you need to understand here, that thermodynamic means heat in motion. Actually heat have only significance when it is in motion, right? If there is nothing called heat in a stored form, no, nothing, right? Heat means it is flowing, right? Then only it have a significance, otherwise there is no existence of heat. The second most important significance of the word thermodynamics is, as we all know, right, that motion is caused due to force. All right, it is caused due to force. Now here two words are there, motion is there as well as force is there. And if in any body these two things are available, means work is going to be done. Basically, suppose this body is there, right? If I'm applying some force here, right, I'm applying some force, but it's not moving. If it is not moving, means it is, there is no any work, right? So work means action of a force but on moving body, not a stationary body, right? So we can say that here, that action of force on moving body is known as work, Please listen here carefully. Action of force on a moving body is known as work. Now you can see that here two things are there, right? Like two words are there. One is heat, another one is work. Two things are there. One is heat, another one is work. Now, the main aim of the subject thermodynamics is to convert non-organized form of energy, means heat, into the organized form of energy, that is work. Means our basic aim is what? Our basic aim is to convert heat into work. But the scope of thermodynamics is not only limited to the conversion of heat into work. Even in some cases, we are producing very low temperature, right, by providing the by work, right? In that case, we are transferring the energy from low temperature to high temperature by supplying work, and that is called as what? Refrigeration, or refrigerator, or heat pump. So that we'll discuss, right, when we'll discuss about second law of thermodynamics. Then we'll talk about all these devices. Correct. Now the second very important point is coming, like one student may ask, sir, why we are studying this subject? You are saying that basically you want to convert heat into work, right? Already devices are there, IC engines are there, power plants are there, gas turbines are there. So there are many devices which can convert heat into work. So already devices are there. Why unnecessary to study this subject? No. You need to understand, basically what we want to do is, we want to find out the change of properties. We want to find out the change of properties whenever heat and work interaction take place in a system. Any system, not only limited. Just now I told, see, the main aim of the subject thermodynamics is to convert non-organized form of energy, means heat, into the organized form of energy, that is work. But the scope is not limited for this particular page. It is just an application. It is just one application, I would say. Another application, just now I said that is a refrigeration. Even it's not even related to refrigeration or power production. In every stream of science, this subject is very, very important. I'll prove this. You cannot tell me the single phenomena of the whole universe where thermodynamics is not involved. You cannot share me the single phenomena where the subject thermodynamics is not involved. Every single place thermodynamics is involved. So first I am going to tell you what we are going to do here. Correct. Then I'll come back to this question, that how it is important, right? For every single person. It's not related to the mechanical engineering only, right? Most of us are thinking that thermodynamics is our property because we are the mechanical engineers, right? But it's not our property only. Any basic science subject, people need to know about the basic laws of the thermodynamics, whether it's electronics or maybe electrical or maybe any branch of engineering or any branch of science. Correct. So every single place this subject, even there is a subject called chemical thermodynamics, there is a subject called postulate thermodynamics, statistical thermodynamics. This is what we are going to study, that is a classical thermodynamics. There are different type of thermodynamics. Even there are a number of subjects like heat transfer, renewable energy. All these are basically subsets of what you call thermodynamics only. So the scope of thermodynamics is very, very huge, very, very huge. I can tell you one thing here, that there is one properties, right? There is one property which distinguishes the subject from the other sciences. See, there are lot of sciences, right? Thermodynamics is there, fluid mechanics is there, mechanics is there, right? Solid mechanics is there, production technology is there, electronics people have some techno sciences. So there are thousands of branches of science basically. But what is the difference? How the subject thermodynamics is going to be differentiated from all other sciences? That is the role of one's property, and that is called as what? Temperature. So temperature is the property which actually distinguish the subject thermodynamics from all other sciences. And as per Calvin Baba means, grandfather, right? Grandfather. So these scientists are basically our grandfathers, so we will call them Baba. So basically Calvin Baba said that absolute zero temperature is not feasible, absolute zero temperature is not possible. So basically everything in whole universe, everything has some certain temperature. Absolute temperature I'm talking about. Don't think that, sir, in my fridge 0 degree temperature can be maintained. I'm not talking about 0 degrees centigrade, I'm talking about the absolute zero temperature. And absolute scale is Kelvin scale. So 0 Kelvin is not possible, means in your sense I would say then at minus 273.15 is not possible. Correct. Means in whole universe everything has some certain temperature. If temperature is there, thank you Abba. So if temperature is there, my dear student friends, if temperature is there, then definitely thermodynamics is there. Definitely thermodynamics is there. This is the one aspect to understand the importance of the subject. Like in BTech itself, we can see that at least 4 to 5 semester you are studying this subject. 4 to 5 semesters. Hello Vaibhav, hello Rakesh, hello Aditya. Thank you very much. Very good evening. So I was talking about the importance of this particular subject. So even I think in 4 to 5 semester you studied this subject. Like basic thermodynamics studied in one particular semester. Then in one semester you may studied IC engines, RAC in another engine, right? Then maybe power plant, right? So 4 subjects are compulsory in BTech mechanical. Other than that, some elective subjects are there, like this what you call CFD. CFD is also kind of thermal fluid area only. Then another one, heat transfer, is also kind of this area only. Then another one is coming like what do you say, renewable energy. Renewable energy is also the kind of this subject only. So overall if you see, then from thermodynamics and even fluid mechanics is very much connected. This completes, both the subjects are very connected basically. So whenever you are going for MTech now in any IIT or NIT, so most of the time you will find the branch like thermal and fluid branch. It is a one particular what do you call, one branch, right? Even whenever you will go then mechanical, within the mechanical engineering, lot of departments are there, right? Lot of departments are there. Okay, lot of departments are there, and out of those departments design department is there, thermal and fluid department is there. So basically it is a common area, right? It's a common area basically. So if you combined these two subjects, right, and counting in a one particular unit, and even heat transfer also, if you are taking the area of thermodynamics, then believe me, in IES paper 1 is completely this one only. Paper 1 complete. Only in paper 1 what is there? Only thermodynamics is there, heat transfer is there, fluid mechanics is there, and applied thermodynamics subjects are there. IAS, I think paper 2, right? IAS paper 2. So in IAS paper, 50% syllabus is going to be covered by this particular area. And even if you are only talking about thermodynamics, leave fluid mechanics also, leave heat transfer also, then also it is going to cover approximately 30% of complete syllabus. Clear hai? So in gate also, if you talk about, then gate also approximately 12 to 13 marks, 12 to 13 marks from thermodynamic portion. Clear hai? Okay, so this is one of the most important subjects. So I basically told you the importance of subject as per a common person, right? As per researcher, common person point of view, if you see, then if you remove everything which is related to the thermodynamics from your life is going to be hell. Your life is going to be hell. You just remove electricity, because electricity is producing NTPC, and NTPC is steam, based on steam power plants. That is a part of thermodynamics, right? So if you remove everything related to thermodynamics from your life, then it's very difficult to imagine the life also nowadays. Means no electricity, no automobiles, no IC engines, no gas turbine, no aeroplane, no refrigerator, no air conditioning. It's going to be a very, very difficult, right? It's very, very difficult. Earlier I was thinking, truly speaking, like a few year back, I think in 2016, 17 or 15, before 16, I was thinking that it is the one of the most important thing. It is one of the most important thing in our life. If suppose thermodynamics is not there, then there is no any electricity, no electrical engineers are there, no electron. But nowadays, one more thing is there which is much more important than thermodynamics, that is your mobile. People are addicted like anything. They can survive without thermodynamics, but they cannot survive without phone. Clear hai? So all right, okay, okay, let's come to the topic. So I told that the basic aim of the thermodynamics is to convert non-organized form of energy, means heat, into the organized form of energy, that is work, right? But actually what we are going to do, question is coming like, actually what we are going to do. So actually anybody, any system in whole universe, if you are transferring the heat, either supplying or rejecting, and the same time if you are interacting with work, then what are the changes in the properties of the system that we need to analyze? Please listen here again. This is the most important thing I'm telling you here, that the what we are going to do in thermodynamics, especially basic thermodynamics, what we are going to do in anything, any system, anything in whole universe, anything where your attention is going to be focused, right? So in that system, if heat transfer is there, or if work transfer is there, or both are there, in that cases, what is the change in the property of the system? Now you may ask one question, right? What you can ask, sir, why we want to know what is the change in properties, right? Why should we focus on this change in properties? So I would say one thing, that these, listen here carefully, these properties are the governing parameters. It's a governing parameter for what? For heat and work conversion. For example, see, I hope you know little bit about the second law of thermodynamics. In that we already studied that complete heat cannot be complete heat cannot be converted into complete work, right? It's not possible to convert complete amount of heat into complete amount of work. Actually in some of the processes it's possible, but continuously it's not possible for a cycle, right? So basically complete conversion is not possible. So obviously a part of heat only going to convert work, right? Only a part of heat is going to convert into work. So how much part of heat is going to convert into work, that is going to be decided by the governing parameter called properties of the system. So how much amount of, let's say 100 kilojoule of energy you supplied, but here how much you are going to get, that will be depend upon the change in the property of cells. Some system will be there now, here in some system you are supplying heat, you are getting some work, right? So whatever change of the property will come, that will basically decide what will be the value of work. I hope you all clear with this. Yeah, so basically we can say that thermodynamics is the branch of science that deal with the heat and work interaction and its effect on the properties of the system. Again, I am repeating, thermodynamics is the branch of science that deal with the heat and work interaction and its effect on the properties of the system. So here few words are very important. The first very important word is heat and work. First very important. The second very important word, the second system, thermodynamic system, change in properties. So we need to understand first what we'll discuss. First we'll discuss what is system exactly, how to identify that system. Then the second thing we'll discuss here, right, that what is the properties of the system, because we need to find out the change in property. So what are the properties, what are the characteristics basically. Then the third thing we'll discuss heat and work. That is the next chapter. First chapter is basic concept, second chapter heat and work, and then analysis will start from the very first law, that is very second law, that is first law. You did not understand it, because before first law, zeroth law is also there. So because first law which we are going to study, that is zeroth law. The second law which we are going to study, that is first law. Clear? Okay, fine, perfect. So up to here, any confusion? Anyone have any confusion regarding the course, regarding any exam, regarding anything? You are feel free to ask here. There is no any problem. Correct. Basically these classes are going to be continue, right? Complete basic thermodynamics I am going to teach in YouTube in the same channel, but in alternate days. It is not in every day, only Monday, then Tuesday no classes, Wednesday, Thursday no classes, Friday. Correct. So only 3 days classes will be there at the same time. That will start from 8:30 and it will go 9:30 or maybe 10 o'clock, right? 1.5 hour. It will be in between 1 to 1.5 hours. Clear? Slow. We'll go very much slow. Slowly we'll go. We'll practice number of questions, and definitely it is going to be relevant for you. Definitely it will be relevant for you. But yeah, one thing I can understand, the pace of the teaching is going to be slow. At the same time, because I'm going to start from very basic and very scratch level. The second very important point, that as it is only 1.5 hour class, and that too also in alternate days, so hardly 5 to 6 hours are only going to be covered in a week. So it will take little bit time, like a span of 1 to 2 months, right? So if you are preparing for GATE 2025, so obviously you can continue with this. Enough time you have, right? You have enough times, right? In another alternate days you can choose any other subject also. There is no issue at all, or multiple subject you can start at a time. There is no issue at all for 2025. 2024 students need to be longer classes. They actually require more and more practice, as well as they want subject fast also, and they may have little bit knowledge, like they may study this subject either in a semester, or maybe they prepared last year, so they must have, they may have some idea about the subject. So for them also it's fine if you are going to take revision, right? So if you are going for revision, then okay, fine, you can attend this lecture. Okay. So if you have any confusion, if you have any doubt in between the lectures, so obviously you can ask, right? Anytime you can ask, no problem, right? Anytime you can ask. Okay. Okay. Hello, hi. So this is a basic definition of thermodynamics I told. So two things I told up to now. The first thing I told, that the aim of thermodynamics is to convert non-organized form of energy, means heat, into the organized form of energy, that is work. Clear? Now the second thing is that thermodynamics is the branch of science that deal with the heat and work interaction and its effect on the properties of the system. Two things I already told you. Now the third very important point I would like to share here, that the importance of the importance of the subject. So importance I already told you. Importance, like uh, it is a subject which is going to be distinguished with the help of one property called temperature. And as like as everything have some certain temperature, so everything come into the consideration of thermodynamics. Practically being an engineer, what is our use, right? Being an engineer, what is use, that we need to understand. Utkarsh Gaurav, very good evening. So being an engineer, let's say you are an engineer. Yeah, you are obviously an engineer, but not certified yet, right? Maybe you are in college, so maybe not certified engineer, but hopefully you are good engineer, or you will become a good engineer. So basically, let's say you are an engineer and you have some different idea of some different type of IC engine. Now you get one idea that I want to make this different type of engine, which will which may run by solar energy or something, some idea you may have, right? You may have some idea, right? Now you want to implement that idea, right? So obviously you will went to your manager and you will tell them that sir, actually I have an idea of very smart IC engine, so I need to perform some of the experiments, I need to do some implementation, right? So basically I need 2 crore rupees. Basically I need 2 crore rupees. So your manager will give you 2 crore? No, he will not give you. He will not give 2 crore immediately. They will ask certain question. The very first question they will ask, the very first question your manager will ask, your system will work? Are you sure your system is going to work? That is a major problem nowadays. No one is believe on the mechanical engineers. That is a drawback. And majorly it is done by the mechanical engineer only. You need to respect yourself first, then you can expect the respect from the society. You are thinking that you will not respect yourself, people should respect you. No, this is not going to be happen, right? Nowadays I seen that many mechanical engineers are making some fun videos in YouTube and making fun of mechanical engineering, and that's not good. Yeah, at least if someone else is preparing such a video, it's fine. But if you are being a mechanical engineer, you are saying, you are making fun of mechanical engineering, so it's not good at all in my perspective, right? But if it's the source of your income, then obviously you can do, no problem, because mechanical engineer can do anything, right? Mechanical, yeah, obviously it's a king branch, right? So it was a king branch. It was a king branch. It was evergreen branch, people called. When I took the admission in mechanical engineering, then people used to call that is a evergreen branch, right? And really, like course structure, everything I loved, because I was old school of teaching. I was kind of old school of teaching. Old school of teaching means we love physics a lot, right? So it is most of the concepts we are studying here, that is related to physics. So visualizing the physics is absolutely great experience, right? It is not there in all the branches. Let's say you are studying thermodynamics, so most of the application you can see in reality. What is a power plant? You can see the airplane, you can see the IC engines, you can see the pump, you get fluid mechanics is there, right? You can see capillarity, you can see the whatever applications are there, you can see these are the practical applications. अब वो इसी वाली मैडम हमको बोल रही करंट इधर जा रहा, कहाँ जा रहा कैसे पता, इधर इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्लो हो रहा, दिखाओ मुझे, दिखता नहीं. Maybe she is correct, maybe electronic madam may be correct, right? Maybe she is correct, right? But the problem is we are not able to visualize. That is a problem. So I also feel that mechanical engineering is the king branch earlier, but from last number of years when I seen the package offer to the CS branch, CS मैडम को तो बहुत बढ़िया पैकेज मिला एक थी, तो that is basically so little bit disappointed, but don't worry, टाइगर जिंदा है, हम बाउंस बैक करेंगे. The day will come when mechanical engineering is going to be again king. Right. Now, so the next very important point I would like to share here, Utkarsh, next very important point I would like to share here, that the subject thermodynamics is based on certain basic laws like law of conservation of energy, law of conservation of mass, etc. Can anyone tell in chat box that what is basically law? What I'm asking you, I'm not asking you the law of conservation of mass or law of conservation of energy. No. I'm simply asking you what is laws. I'm not talking about in-laws also. In-laws से मेरा पटरी नहीं खाता. I don't like in-laws. Sorry, I should not say because it's an open platform. If my wife will watch this video now, she'll kill me. But she never watch my videos, so no issue. Because I told once that, see, if you want our healthy relation, then don't watch my classes, right? Otherwise you'll find some garam masala, right? So tell me please, what is laws? What is a law? What is a law? Which makes an assumption. So it means Utkarsh Gaur, it's assumption, right? Wrong. Assumption. So why we called it as a law? We'll say assumption only. Why we'll give another statement for this? ये चैट बॉक्स में ना चैट बहुत छोटा छोटा दिख रहा मुझको. मेरी आंखें थोड़ा कमजोर रही थी ना, मैं उधर मैं क्या बोल रहा, इसको बड़ा कर सकता. ये क्या बोल रहा, पार्टिकल अगेन. एनीवन एल्स मेक लॉ. यार ये इसको कैसे बड़ा करेंगे? जस्ट अ मिनट प्लीज. Okay, chalo. Okay, let me tell you what is the law basically, right? Let me tell you what is the law basically. So earlier I also don't know, right? Earlier I also don't know what is this law. So one day I asked to one of my friend, like boyfriend means friend who is boy. I'm not that kind of person. So basically I asked my roommate that, I asked that, when girls are talking, see my question. So I asked that, Achha, first I would like to ask you, right? First I would like to ask you, right? Have you seen that when girls are this diagram you see what is so you may see that when girls are talking, no, mostly girls, when the girls are talking, then they used to do like this. Have you seen that? When girls are talking, then in a particular statement they will do like this. You know what is this? You know what is this? Obviously no. Because you are mechanical engineers, so very less contact with तुम्हारे घर में तो कंघा होगा, कंघी भी नहीं होगा. मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स कैसे हो? Okay. So earlier I don't know that, I basically don't know that why when girls are talking, then they used to do like this. So I don't know what is this. So one day I asked to my roommate, I asked that, what is this basically? So he said, you don't know? I said, I don't know. Then your life is waste. Then my life is waste. Okay, you tell me what is meaning of this. So he told me it means inverted comma. It means inverted comma means whatever she is sharing, whatever statement she is giving, That statement is very, very important and absolutely correct. 100% universal truth. You cannot deny it. Suppose you have one girlfriend, right? And she is saying something with this sign. She is saying something with this sign. You say that no, you are saying wrong, immediately break up. It's my personal experience. So never argument with any girl. Okay. So basically, yeah, very good, Gaurav. So basically, I don't know what is this basically, right? So I asked my friend that what is this, and he said that's an inverted comma. So whenever a girl is talking and saying this sign, it means that it's a very, very important and it's a universal truth. For example, suppose few girls are talking and one of them is saying that that Sunita's boyfriend is very, very cheap. Sunita boyfriend is very, very bad, right? Now my question is, this statement, Sunita's boyfriend is very bad. This statement is very, very important. And the second point, it is a universal truth. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it. My question is, how she know that? Boyfriend Sunita ka, how she know? Experience. This is called what? Experience. This is called what? Experience, right? So laws are basically the statement, same statement, right? The laws are the statement which are universally truth but can't be proved mathematically. Can't be proved mathematically. आप mathematically आप proof नहीं कर सकते. Let's say a law of conservation of energy. Energy neither be created nor be destroyed. Only one form of energy can be converted into another form. Means energy either be transmitted or can be transferred. In whole universe, my dear student friends, in whole universe, you go and check whatever physical phenomena are going on. In that physical phenomena, either heat will be transferred or heat will be transformed. Any phenomena, even I'm talking, that is also kind of conversion of energy from one form to another form, right? I'm walking, that is also conversion of one form of energy to another form. So basically right, this particular thing, like laws are the statement which are universally truth but can't be proved mathematically, right? So you cannot prove law of conservation of energy, right? But with the help of this law, you can produce thousands of equations. There will be no any problem. Hello Abdul, how are you? Right. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of this statement now. So laws are the statement which are universally truth but can't be proved mathematically. Laws come into the existence by the common experience of great people, right? Like let's say law of conservation of energy is there. Suppose it is given by X person. Let's say Joule is given this and first law of thermodynamics. Then if you ask them, okay, prove this, he cannot prove. Only what he can do is he can give the experimental result. Whenever his law is published, my dear student friends, whenever a law is published, then thousands of experimental results is to be published or to be shown. That let's say you have did thousands of experiment and you found that this statement is correct everywhere. Then you can apply it for making law. Now you can make it as a law, right? Then if suppose someone is arguing with you, no, what, okay, 1000 experiment it's correct, but maybe in some experiment it may be wrong. Then you can say, okay sir, you just find any process, you just find any experiment. If it will be not valid, then it will be violation of law. So there earlier lot of laws are developed, and even after few years it was violated also, but not the laws which we are studying. So the laws which we are going to study, like first law of thermodynamics, zeroth law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, these are basically from thousand, like 200, these are developed 200 year before. So there is no any chance of violation, right? So something that is not violated from last 200 years, then how it will violate in future? Or maybe, right? Maybe we never know. Okay. Now one student may ask, right? One student may ask, right? One student may ask, sir, you said that thermodynamics is based on basic laws like law of conservation of energy, law of conservation of mass, etc. I think most of the basic subjects are based on like that only, right? Most of the basic subjects are based on these type of laws only. So what is the speciality of this subject? Please listen here carefully. What is the speciality of this subject? You know what is the speciality? This is the subject which tells us what things are not possible. Sir, okay, but why this photo is there? So the interesting fact is the tail of this dog, any dog, is never be straight. It will be always round shape. Even if you put one pipe for several years, if you remove that pipe again, it will be rounded only. Why? It is a law. Now if you ask me, sir, prove me that this is always rounded. Find some equation, sir. Derive some equation and prove that it cannot be straight line. Huh? How can I derive it? It's not possible. You are getting what I'm trying to say. I just want to say, beta, that laws are the statement which are universally true but can't be proved mathematically. I am saying that I am giving one law today. कि dog का पूंछ जो है round shape में रहेगा. It cannot be straight. Now this is a law. Sir, how you know that? You have any mathematical proof? No, I don't have. Can you make some equation or something? No, I cannot make. Then experience. I have seen thousands of dogs I seen, right? And every dog has this shape. Even I tried. What I tried? Some experiment. What experiment you did, sir? I put one pipe here for several number of years. When I remove pipe, again it is a round shape. It means it is always round shape, right? Now the best part is that it is saying that what is not possible. Suppose you are not agree with my words. With my words. I said that, please listen here carefully. Yes, Utkarsh Gaurav, this is my point. You cannot ask why. This is my point. This is the law. You are getting my point. I cannot prove. Utkarsh, you are asking the beautiful question. Huh? I said that laws are the statement which cannot. So this is the basically point. The point is, if I am saying that Joule is given this particular law, Hooke's are given this particular law, or Newton's are given this particular, you cannot ask the question, bhai. You can only go in your home, you can do the experiment and you can prove them wrong. If you think that Newton's third law is wrong, every action do not have equal and opposite reaction. You can say that the reaction is always less than action. You may make your own law, na? You may say that Newton was wrong. Nothing like that. So you have to prove it, bhai. Newton Baba prove karke gaya, right? He proved, he gave thousands of experiments, but you also need to give, na? If you are violating that law. So basically this is a law. I'm saying that it's a law. Just for fun I'm making it, but there is no such law. But just I'm saying that you cannot ask, sir, why it is in round shape. That is the point basically. Next point. The most speciality of this subject, that this subject tells us that what things are not possible. Here I'm saying that it is not possible to make it straight. Now if you are not going to agree with my words, एंड यू आर सेइंग नो सर, मैं जिंदगी लगा देगा, मैं पूरी ताकत लगा देगा सर, मैं कुत्ते का पूछ सीधा करके छोड़ेगा, राइट? And full life, I'm telling you, your life is going to be waste. Suppose throughout the life you are doing only one thing to make it straight, then your life is going to be hell. Suppose, for example, Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law? Newton's second law. Newton's second law is simply saying that. Newton's second law is simply saying that. Newton's second law is simply saying that. Okay, F is equal to mn, but not that is relevant. Okay, thermodynamics. The second law of thermodynamics, let's say. Okay, another example I'm giving. So, second law of thermodynamics is saying that no heat engine can give 100% efficiency. According to second law of thermodynamics, no heat engine can give 100% efficiency. This is the speciality. This is the subject which tells us that what things are not possible, so that you cannot give the resources to that. And there are impossible words. There is things which are impossible. Sometimes people are motivated like anything. वो motivation speaker होते हैं ना, वो एकदम झोंक देते हैं पूरा motivation. Then after that they'll say, sir, nothing is impossible for me. अरे भैया क्या बोल रही? Sir, like in my dictionary there is no any word like impossible. Impossible word itself say that I am possible. क्या है ये? Impossible word actually exist. Huh? Impossible, and everyone should know their limitations, right? In life you can achieve many things, you can do many things, thousands of things are there to do, but you need to know clearly what you need not to do, right? You must know कि क्या तुमको नहीं करना है, क्या तुम नहीं कर सकते हो. You must know कि आप क्या नहीं कर सकते हो, right? So like basically अगर केवल ये motivation, मतलब the motivation should be, I'm not saying that you say you being demotivated, but the thing is everything should be calculated. यार, you are an engineer, right? Okay, so basically this is the beauty of the subject thermodynamics, that this subject just tells us that what things are not possible, like no heat engine can give 100% efficiency. Suppose one engineer or a scientist don't know about it, or he is not ready to accept this, and he's trying to make one engine which will give the 100% efficiency. Believe me, his life is going to be waste. His life is going to be waste, my dear student friends. Clear hai? So this is basically all about basic introduction of subject thermodynamics, right? And tomorrow we'll start, right? Crystal clear. Thank you, Gaurav. So basically tomorrow we will start the subject, that how to study it. And tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry, I'm really sorry, day after tomorrow, I'm really sorry, day after tomorrow means today is 5th, so 7th, right? 7th May, right? Okay, no 7th June, sorry, 7th June. So the next class will be on 7th June, 8 p.m 8:30 p.m 8:30 p.m, and we'll start with the how to study it, right? We'll start with the how to study it. And other than this, we'll discuss the concept of continuum. So in next class we are going to discuss one very very important concept, especially for interviews, that is concept of continuum. And believe my words, my dear student friends, I'm teaching from last 11 years. I start teaching from 2013, and I did my MTech from NIT Calicut in thermal science, and after that I got chance to work with Indian Oil Corporation Limited R&D as automotive research officer. And from last 11 years I'm teaching this subject thermodynamics, and believe my words, I have taught this subject more than 200 times. Earlier I was associated with one coaching where I used to teach mostly 25 to 30 batches in a year, right? 30 batches in a year, and I teach there around 8 years continuously. So I have taught this subject more than 200 times. I literally remember every single line, every single statement. There are very less chance that very less chance, like even less than 1% chance is there, that you are asking one question and that question was new for me, right? So uh, most of the books which are available in the market, I have already read that books, uh, solved most of the books problems also. So even if you are revising this subject along with me, then you can come here, you can join the sessions, and you can ask your doubts. Let's say you are good in subject thermodynamics, you have already studied. I would not say that you waste your time. Okay, fine. uh, just whenever these type of sessions are there, you can come to the session, right? At the end of session, basically I'm not saying that come at beginning only. If you are good in subject, you need not any theory or something, so you can come at the last of the session, let's say after 1 hour. After 1 hour you can come and you can ask your doubt, any doubt in subject thermodynamics, any doubt from anywhere. If I'll not able, if that doubt is relevant, forget. If that doubt is relevant, forget, and I will not able to clear that doubt, I'll put this pen here only, I'll go out, not from YouTube, from complete industry. So sir, you are in our confidence. No, I'm not in our confidence. I know there is a very thin line between confidence and overconfidence. Is just a confidence, believe me, it is just a confidence, right? So this is all about today's class, beta. If you want to ask, any doubt, you can ask. सर पीके ना के 11 क्वेश्चन हो गए चैप्टर थे, क्या बात है, वेरी गुड यादव साहब. यू आर फ्रॉम विच बैच, यादव जी? एक भी क्वेश्चन फंसा यादव जी? इज देयर एनी क्वेश्चन दैट यू डिड नॉट एबल टू अटेम्प्ट? यूट्यूब गुरु पबजी, प्लीज सर मेरे क्वेश्चन का आंसर. व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन? सर प्लीज़ रिवाइज करने का तरीका बताइए. मैं रिवाइज करता कुछ दिन, शेड्यूल बनाता हूँ, उसके बाद फिर सिर्फ लेक्चर और डीपीपी करना स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ. रॉबिन तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम बहुत स्पेसिफिक है, राइट? मुझे लगता है कि वी नीड टू डिस्कस वंस, क्योंकि रिवाइज करना तो मैं बता सकता हूँ यहाँ पे, बट रिवाइज के टाइम पे रिसोर्सेज जो है वो आप गलत चूज कर रहे हो, राइट? रिवीजन के रिसोर्सेज बहुत पर्टिकुलर होने चाहिए. रॉबिन ब्रदर, एक्चुअली व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ रिवीजन? रिवीजन मीन्स something that you studied and same thing you are studying. But the major problem with the people are, when they are revising, then they are revising from the source which they did not study. Let's say I studied one subject from PK Nag. When I need to revise, then I am going for Senjil book. It's a wrong thing, bhai. It's not. Then it's not called as a revision. Then why you call it a revision? Because you are studying mostly new things, no, new language, new things, right? So revision means you are revising the same thing that you studying, right? That same thing that you studied, basically, right? So basically we need to discuss one by one. So if you have my contact, or if you have any if you are in Telegram, or you are in PW mechanical channel, you this Telegram channel, or personally also you can ask me. I will definitely discuss. I need to ask something to you, that how you studied, basically, right? Revision strategy will be depend upon how you studied. Suppose some subject you studies in very selective manner, right? Then that revision will be completely different. some subject you study very thoroughly, then that revision will be something different. Suppose in some of the subject you have prepared proper notes, then revision will be different. Some of the subject you did not prepare proper notes, then study will be different. Some subject you are only preparing short notes. So basically revision is a very subjective thing, right? So we can discuss better, right? We can discuss. सर मैं सिर्फ नोट्स फॉलो करता हूँ बस जो लेक्चर बनाया है. In that case I would like to suggest you first time revision, make your own notes, right? We'll discuss once we'll connect in some of the social media and we'll definitely discuss. विजय बैच, ओके. यादव जी, क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? पुनिया पता नहीं क्या नाम लिखा. यादव जी क्वेश्चन हो गया आपके सारे? मैच भी नहीं हो रहा कुछ के, कोई बात नहीं, कल मिलेंगे. यादव जी सारे क्वेश्चन कलेक्ट करके रखो, जो नहीं आए हैं कल अपन लोग डिस्कस कर लेंगे. परफेक्ट. एक्चुअली ये यूट्यूब में बहुत ही छोटा दिख रहा है तो मैं पढ़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ. पुदीना यादव नाम है तुम्हारा? पक्का सही से बताओ. पुदीना यादव नाम है तुम्हारा? तुमने खुद रखा है? किसने रखा नाम ये? तुमने खुद मजे के लिए रखा है ना? घर वाले तो पुदीना नहीं रखे होंगे यार, सच बताओ यार. घर वालों तो नहीं रखा. ओके, थैंक यू. नाउ नाइस टू मीट यू. सर एक सर ने रखा था. ओहो, एक सर ने रखा था. ओके. फेमस होना चाहता है ये. तुमने भी तो अपना गलत नाम रख रखा है भाई. रॉबिन, यूट्यूब गुरु, पबजी लाइट, ये क्या है ये? सब मेरे 4 नाम है. क्या बात है. चलो, जिसको कोई डाउट है, कुछ भी पूछना है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. 4-5 नाम तो होने ही चाहिए, है ना? कम से कम नाम ही ज़्यादा हो जाए. आजकल लोगों के पास नाम और डिग्री 2 ही चीज़ें हैं. नाम 4 रहते हैं, डिग्रियाँ 6 रहती हैं, जॉब एक भी नहीं रहती. सॉरी. बढ़िया. विजय बैच वाले भी इधर आके डाउट पूछ सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वैसे तो विजय बैच वालों का तो पूरा चल ही रहा है ना, पूरा चल ही रहा है. कैसे हैं बाकी लोग? और कुछ पूछना है या फिर स्टॉप करें अभी? और किसी को कुछ पूछना है या स्टॉप किया जाए? तो जाते जाते एक बार लास्ट में एक ट्रेडिशन है अपना, राइट? ट्रेडिशन क्या है? आपको जाते जाते एक दिल बना के जाना है चैट बॉक्स में. ये अपनी क्लास का एक ट्रेडिशन है. आपको यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा दिल बनाना है और फिर आपको जाना है. आज बेसिकली इंट्रोडक्शन की क्लास थी, राइट? सब्जेक्ट बेसिकली कल से स्टार्ट होगा. कल से मतलब डे आफ्टर टुमारो. तो एवरी डे मीन्स एवरी वीक 3 क्लासेस रहेंगी. आप आ सकते हो, रिवीजन कर सकते हो. बहुत बेसिक तरीके से, प्रॉब्लम बहुत अच्छे कराऊंगा. आप आ सकते हो, अटेंड कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. थैंक यू वेरी मच. पुदीना जी ने लिख दिया दिल. वैसे मैं भी बच्चों का नाम रख देता हूँ. पुदीना तो मैंने आज तक कभी नहीं रखा. चंपक रह देता हूँ, हितेश, रिमेश, इस टाइप के नाम रख देता हूँ. पर पुदीना भी अच्छा नाम है. मैं भी किसी बच्चे का रखूँगा, किसी बच्चे का नाम रखूँगा पुदीना. तो घर पे बता दिया कि तुम्हारा नाम पुदीना यादव है, हैं? घर वाले बहुत मारेंगे, कहेंगे इतना अच्छा. तो अच्छा, तुम्हारा ओरिजिनल नाम क्या है? पुदीना यादव. तुम्हारा ओरिजिनल नाम क्या है? डॉक्यूमेंटेड डॉक्यूमेंटेड नाम क्या है? नहीं बता सकता? अरे क्यों? क्यों नहीं बता सकते? मैं क्लास में मजे लूंगा इसलिए? कह रहा ओरिजिनल नाम नहीं बता सकता सर। अरे भाई, नहीं नहीं नहीं, चलो अच्छी बात है, कोई बात नहीं, मत बताओ। प्राइवेसी तुम्हारा पॉलिसी है, कर सकते हो। गौरव, अच्छा गौरव यादव तुम ही हो क्या? तुम गौरव यादव हो क्या? अब देखो क्लास में मैं बोलता हूँ पहचान। अब क्लास में मैं, अब गौरव तुम्हारी खैर नहीं। अब तुम्हारा नाम, अब पूरी क्लास में मैं फैला दूंगा कि तुम्हारा नाम पुदीना है। अच्छा तुमको नहीं पता क्या? एक लड़का है क्लास में। अच्छा आप टैलेंटेड है सर। हम टैलेंटेड तो क्या ही हैं, बट चलो ठीक है। चलो ठीक है, थैंक यू, बाय बाय। सो विल मीट इन डे आफ्टर टुमारो। डे आफ्टर टुमारो की क्लास में मिलेंगे। और फिर कुछ अच्छा पढ़ेंगे, डेफिनेटली कुछ अच्छा पढ़ेंगे। कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंटिन्यूम बहुत ही डिटेल वे में, बहुत ही परफेक्ट तरीके से पढ़ाऊंगा मैं। ठीक है, चलो मिलते हैं, बाय बाय। बाय 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 बाय, थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू वेरी मच। लव यू टू, लव यू टू, लव यू टू। बाय बाय, थैंक यू।